everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and this is the Astral Library. And it's that time of year again, folks. It is time for the Magical Readathon, the spring equinox, and I am so excited. This is my favorite readathon to do every year. I am a huge participant and I'm very excited because I believe this is the year I finally finish my career path. So your girl will be switching come next spring, which will be fun and amazing. And also, your girl is somehow immortal. That was a surprise of last time. My character, Kaleidoscope, ended up becoming immortal due to the quest line. So she's got a lot to do now that she's got all this time. But let's go ahead and talk about what we are going to be reading for this Magical Readathon. For those of you who don't know, the Magical Readathon is a readathon hosted by G at TheBookRoast that is held twice a year. In spring, usually in April, and in autumn. Usually happens in August, but maybe happening in September this year. I will link her video and her channel down below so you can go learn all about this because it's the most amazing and fun Magical Readathon. G puts so much work into this. The art's always beautiful and it's all around just a fun experience. It's my favorite thing to do every year. I look forward to it every time and I'm so excited to give you this prompt list so you can figure out what am I going to be reading in April, because normally I'm a mood reader, but for Magical Readathon I lock in. All right, I have my handy dandy notebook, which is themed for the spring for this time of year. I am a story weaver and so that means I have to take 4 classes. The classes I'm taking are Art of Illusion, Inscription, Lore, and Psionics and Divination. And each of those has its own prompt. And I've already chosen the books I'm going to read for this Magical Readathon. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what I'm going to be reading for April, because I do have 2 extra challenges of books I have not chosen yet. So maybe you guys can give me some input, some suggestions on what to do for those. So for the very first class, we have Art of Illusion, which our course focus this time is distance manipulation. And the prompt for this class is a book I have already planned to read for this month. And you guys had to see this coming. I didn't actually get to it in March because life was lifing, but it is time. I'm going to finally do it. I am reading Oathbound by Tracy Deonn. This is the 3rd book in the Legendborn series and I am obsessed. I am so excited. I've been trying to finish my other book so I can just focus on her because she's gonna be that girl. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get to this book and to see what's going on. Paco at Bad Witch Books has been like, Emily, you need to read. I need someone to talk to. I'm trying, Paco. This is the month. This is the month. I'm gonna read it. It's gonna be great. We'll chat. So Oathbound is the first book up on this TBR. The next class I have is Inscriptions, which the course focus for that is the hook. And the prompt reads, the first sentence challenge. You have to try 3 and pick the best. For this, I actually got my roommate involved a little bit because I was stuck between the book I ended up choosing, this manhwa called Game Over, and The Outsiders by S.C. Hinton, a book I've been trying to read forever. But the book I ended up going with that had an amazing first line is Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is the 2nd book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, which I read the first book in January. I believe it was the first book I read this year. And these books are just such a fun, good time that I'm so excited. And of course, I'm gonna read you the first line. Of course, I'm gonna read it to you because this is what convinced me. It convinced my roommate. The line is, you'd think you know what a killer sounds like. That's how we start. I gotta know what happened. So this one is gonna be on the TBR. My next class is Lore, which is usually my heaviest class and most interesting. And this year, the class focus is the Song of Ages. And for that, we need a musical term in the title, so song, note, etc. And this book has been on my list for so long. It's been on my TBR floating around. It's been meaning to get to. And that, of course, is The Savage Song by V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab, as this is the pen name she was going with. I adore V.E. Schwab. Vicious is one of my favorite books ever. And the premise of this just sounds so interesting. I love books that incorporate music in some way, and to have a magic system based on music and violin. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Do I own the whole series? No. Will I be starting a new series by reading this book? Yes. And that is detrimental to my other challenge I have going on. More coming soon. But I'm gonna wholeheartedly dive right in, especially because I think this will just be really good and to just, you know, cement V.E. Schwab's place in my heart because she already has it. I did lose a little faith after Darker Shade of Magic, which I did not enjoy, but I'm still very hopeful that I'm gonna love this one. All right, and my very last class that I have to take is Psionics and Divinations. And the course focus for this year is Psychokinesis. And the prompt for that reads, book with witches and or the occult. And I hemmed and hawed about this one because I have a lot of books about witches and I have a lot of books about the occult. And I was like, which one do I wanna do? What's gonna be more interesting? And I was like, you know what, I really want something with vampires. I've been in the vampire mood. They're my favorite occult creature type. I needed some vampires in my life. And so I decided to go with The Immortal Dark by Tigis Germa. Black vampires. Let me say it again. Black vampires. And oh my god, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And just like look at the pretty edition of this book. Like hello? Got pretty end pages too. And a pretty hardcover. And black vampires. Let me stress that again. Black vampires. Two things I love, black and vampires. I'm so excited. I've heard pretty good things about this too, so I'm really very excited to start this one. I hope it's amazing, but even if it's not, it's black and vampires. I'm gonna have a good time. But that is my core TBR for the Magical Readathon for this spring equinox. But I did say that I am attempting to do 2 more challenges. The goal is to get them done in April, but if I need to push them back, they need to get pushed back. It's fine, but I need your help because I need some suggestions of books that will complete these prompts because I'm not quite sure. I don't think I have the right book for one of them in mind. And the other one, I honestly would just love your suggestions. One part thing in the Magical Readathon is you can get optional licenses where you can complete a challenge and you get a license for your character to do certain things. Like for instance, I have a dragon riding license and a sandship driving license. This time around, Gia's offered us a slew more of licenses and I've chosen 2 to undertake for this year. So the first one is the Impling Sitter Scheme. And for this, I must read a book with an animal familiar. There's a ton of books that fill this prompt. I just haven't thought of any recently that I either A, own already, because I'm trying to make sure I use a Magical Readathon to read parts of my TBR, but I am also open to, buying books because it's who I am and like, I'll take any excuse to buy a book. Go ahead and leave me a comment of your favorite magic familiar, animal familiar down below. Let me know some suggestions. If you love me, you'll do something not too long. I mean, because there's like animal familiars in like million long books, but take pity on your girl. She's still in school and still gotta get through her core TBR. But the other license I'm also going for is the Leyline Train Conductor. And for this, I must read a book with the word train in the title or a train on the cover. Now, this is the prompt I have 0 ideas for because your girl doesn't have a book with a train on the cover or the word train in the title. So I really need your help. Give me some suggestions on what you would maybe like me to read and to get my thoughts on. Let me know what you've loved that has either the word train on it or a train on the cover. I'm at a stump and I could desperately use your help. But that's gonna be it for me. Again, here is a look at my TBR for this Magical Readathon plus 2 extra books based on your guys' suggestions. I am so excited to get to this. This is my favorite time of the year to read. And if you haven't, I hope you join us along this year because it's so much fun and it's just a good time all around. But that's gonna be it for me. If you like this video, consider leaving a thumbs up and a comment down below. Help your girl out with some book suggestions. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!